Hello students, welcome back to our class. So in today's class we are going to enter into the new subdivision 1.7, that is graphic functions using transformation. So what we are going to do is we are going to graph the function in the graph using the transformation, how the function is transformed from one to another. Using that we are going to graph the function. Okay. So the three types of graphing functions using transformation is reflection, translation and dilations. Reflection, translation and dilations. Okay. Now see here what is the reflection is. The reflection of a graph of a function with respect to the line is the graph that is symmetric to it with respect to L. That is, reflection is there will be a line. Okay, if this is the graph like this, the another graph will be like this. That is the exact mirror image of the particular graph will be the reflection of the graph. Okay, so the reflection is done using the line. It may be so here the function, the reflection is done using two types, that is three types, that is x-axis, y-axis and the line x is equal to y. The reflection is done using these three. Okay, so for the condition for that is, see here, if there is a function y is equal to f of x. From this function, how we are going to transform using the reflection? That is there is also three types. That is y is equal to minus f of x. Then the reflection is about x-axis. And if the reflection, if the function becomes y is equal to f of minus x, then the reflection is about y-axis. Okay, and if the function becomes the inverse, that is y is equal to f inverse of x, the reflection is about the line y is equal to x. Okay, this is the three things in reflection. This is the reflection. Okay, so if y is equal to f of x, if the graph is like this. Okay, if the graph is like this. Okay, see if the function is y is equal to, if the function becomes y is equal to minus f of x, it is reflected over the x-axis. X-axis means what happens? Like this, the function becomes like this. Okay, and again if the function is like this, means the graph will be reflected over the y-axis, and if the function becomes the inverse, y is equal to f inverse of x, the graph it becomes the reflected over the line y is equal to x. See here in your book they have given an illustration 1.5. Consider a function y is equal to x square. Okay, see they have given a function y is equal to x square. Okay, the graph is written like this, the graph is drawn like this, y is equal to x square. And another one function, if it is transformed to like this, minus x square, minus x square. See here, what is this? If we put minus like this, y is equal to f of minus x. For x, if we put minus, this becomes y is equal to x square itself. But here what we have done, we have used this step, that is y is equal to minus of f of x. F of x is x square, so minus of f of x. So it is symmetric over, it is reflected over x-axis, that is the graph becomes like this. Okay, if it is symmetric over y-axis means it will be like this alone. See here, it is reflected over the x-axis, because the condition used is y is equal to minus fx, minus into f of x. This is f of x, right? This is f of x. See what is f of minus x here? F of minus x, instead of x we substitute minus x. So minus x the whole square, it becomes x squared. What is minus f of x? Minus f of x value is x square. This is what they have given here, right? Minus f of x. So the thing used is y is equal to minus f of x. So it is reflected over the x-axis. Okay, this is the value. See in illustration 1.6, what they have given? Consider the positive branches. That is, they have given y square is equal to x and y square equal to minus x. Okay, so from this what we can write? See, f of x is equal, that is y is equal to root of x. Y is equal to root of x, right? That is y is equal to f of root of x means f of x is equal to root of x. And here f of x, that is y is equal to root of minus x. So this is the difference. See here, the curve here is y is equal to root x is like this. Y is equal to root x is like this. See here what they have given. See here we have substitute here f of minus x. What it becomes? Root of minus x. This is what we have here, right? So f of here, this f of x is equal to f of minus x. That is y is equal to f of minus. That is, it should be reflected over the y axis. Therefore, if it is reflected over y axis means like this. If it is reflected over x axis means the graph will be like this. Here it is reflected over y axis. So this is, that is y is equal to root of minus x. Okay, so can you understand this? And now let us move on to the next topic, that is translation. What's the next topic? First we have seen reflection. Now we are going to see what is translation. Next type, okay? Translation. So translation of graph, it has 4 types. See here, y is equal to f of x plus c, y is equal to f of x minus c, y is equal to f of x plus d, and y is equal to f of x minus d. See, these are all different, right? Now let us take f of x is equal to x square. So what does this mean? F of x plus c, if c is equal to 2 and d is equal to 1, okay? So what does this mean? This means f of x plus 2, right? So x plus 2 means x plus 2 the whole square, right? See here f of x they have given us x square. We have taken as x square. So f of x plus 2 is x plus 2 the whole square. And here f of x minus 2, what does this become? This becomes x minus 2 the whole square. And here f of x plus 1. What is f of x? That is x squared plus 1. And here f of x minus 1. X squared minus 1. There is a big difference, right? For all these things. So this is the example I have took, okay? So what happens to the graph when the graph is transformed like this? Okay, so when f of x plus c, it becomes the graph shift one term to left. The graph shifts one unit to left. If y is equal to f of x minus c means the graph shifts one unit to right. Okay, if f of x plus d means the graph shifts one unit upwards, and here if the graph becomes f of x minus d means it shifts one unit downwards. Okay, now I will explain. See, this is the f of y is equal to f of x. Graph is changed like this. If it is transformed like this means this happens. Okay, now let us see the illustration. You can understand it clearly. See the illustration 1.8. The given graph is f of x is equal to modulus of x. Okay, so f of x is equal to modulus. So y is equal to modulus of x. The graph is like this. Y is equal to modulus of x. The graph is like this. Okay, if we change it as f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 1. What we have done here? We have, instead of x we have substituted x minus 1, right? X minus, instead of x we have substituted x minus something. That is what happens. The graph shifts one unit to the right. See, if this is 0, this is 1, 2, this is minus 1, this is minus 2 means what happens to the graph is the graph as it is, it shifts one unit to the right. This is the graph of y is equal to modulus x minus 1. Okay, and here next one they have given, right? So f of x is equal to modulus x plus 1. Modulus x plus 1 means instead of x they have substituted x plus 1. So this one, right? First one, instead of x they have substituted x plus something. So what happens? the graph shifts one unit to the left. This is the original graph, right? This is the original graph. So what happens? This graph shifts 1 unit to the right. So the graph as it is comes like this. This is the graph of y is equal to modulus of x plus 1. Okay. Now see here. If it can we now say what is modulus of x plus 1 and f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 1? Can we draw here? See here, y is equal to modulus x. So y is equal to modulus of x plus 1. This thing modulus of, that is it, the value is added to f of x. X plus 1 is, it shifts 1 unit upwards. So this is 1, this is minus 1 and this is 0. So graph it becomes like this, that is y is equal to modulus of x plus 1 and modulus of x minus 1 is the fourth one, that is the graph shifts 1 unit downwards. So what happens? The graph will be like this, y is equal to modulus of x minus 1. Okay, can you see the difference now? Can you see the difference? So this is the 4 types of translation. Okay, now we are going to see next one, that is dilation. Next type of transformation, that is dilation. Dilation. Okay, so our first one is reflection and this one is translation and this one is dilation. So the dilation is done according to the x-axis. So it depends on the constant term that is multiplied with the function. See here, see the illustration 1.10, f of x is equal to x square is the original graph. So the graph is like this. So y is equal to x square. Okay, so another one function, f of x is equal to 1 by 2 into x square and f of x is equal to 2 into x square. See, this is the smallest term that is multiplied to the function and this is the largest term that is multiplied to the function. So what happens is when the function, the graph is multiplied with the largest term, it becomes, it contracts like this. Y is equal to 2 into x square. So it contracts like this, that is it moves away from x-axis or we can say it moves towards y-axis. And what happens, this one f of x is equal to 1 by 2 into x means the graph will be like this, y is equal to 1 by 2 into x square, that is the graph moves towards x-axis. X-axis, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, right? So if this is the graph y is equal to x square, what happens if it is multiplied with the largest number, it will move away from x, and it is multiplied with smallest number, it will move towards x. Okay, and this is the dilation. So what we have seen in dilation 3 types and in translation 4 types and in reflection we have seen 3 types. Okay, with this we are going to see the sums. So let us see the sums of exercise 1.4. Okay, exercise 1.4, they have given 8 sums, right? So what's the first question? For the curve y is equal to x cube given in, they have given a curve y equal to x cube. The curve given is okay. So the curve given is like this. Okay, the curve given is like this. Is y is equal to x cube curve. Now we have to find the transformation for first one is y is equal to minus x cube. Minus x cube. See here, we can take this as either f of minus x or minus f of x, right? See, substitute minus instead of x, substitute minus x. What we get? We get minus x cube. So and for minus f of x also we get minus. So it can be reflected. This is a reflection, right? So it can be reflected over x axis and it can be reflected over y axis also. Anything. If it is reflected over x axis means what happens? The graph will be like this. This is y is equal to x cube and this is y is equal to minus x cube. It can be reflected over either x axis or y axis. Now the second one. What's the second subdivision? The second one is y is equal to x cube plus 1. Y is equal to x cube plus 1. See, this is the original graph, right? This is the original graph. Now we have to find x cube plus 1. This is not f of x plus c. This is f of x plus d. This is in the format of f of x plus d. If it is in the format of f of x plus d, what happens? The graph shifts 1 unit to the upwards, right? The graph shifts 1 unit upwards. This is the original graph. So what happens? This is the graph. Y is equal to x cube plus 1. So graph of this is like this. 1 minus 1. This will be the original. Or graph of y is equal to x cube plus 1. And the third subdivision. What's the third subdivision? Third one is y is equal to x cube minus 1. This is in the format of f of x minus 1, right? F of x minus 1. That is f of x minus t. What happens? The graph shifts 1 unit downwards. So the graph will be like this. Y is equal to x cube minus 1. What will be the graph? 1 and this is minus 1. The graph will be like this. Okay, y is equal to x cube minus 1. And then the fourth one. What's the fourth subdivision? Y is equal to x plus 1 the whole cube. So it's in the format of f of x plus c. Right? F of x plus c. What happens? The graph shifts 1 unit leftwards. The graph will be like this. The graph will be like this. 1 and this is minus 1. So the graph will be like this. Okay, so can you understand? The thing is you have to go through, you have to mug up the conditions for all these three types of transformatives, that is reflection, translation and dilation. For reflection you have 3 and for translation you have 4 and for dilation you have 2. So you have to get mug up to this, then only you can find the transformation of the graph easily. Okay, now the second sum. See, this will be very confusing for you, so that's why I have drawn the graph separately. You also have to draw the graph separately also, okay? Now the second sum. What's the second sum? For the curve y is equal to x power 1 by 3, that is cube root of x. Okay, so the curve given is like this. So the curve given is like this. Okay, this is the curve of y is equal to x power 1 by 3. Now we have to find for first subdivision is y is equal to minus x power 1 by 3. So what they have given, it is of minus into x power 1 by 3. This is not like this minus x power 1 by 3. This means we can say this is in the format of f of minus 6. But this is here it is minus into f of x, right? Right, minus into f of x. Minus into f of x means this is symmetric over x axis. Minus into f of x means it is symmetric over x axis. So what happens? What will be the graph? The graph will be like this. The graph will be like this, that is y is equal to minus x power 1 by 3. Okay, now the second subdivision. You have to write the graph is reflected over the x axis. You have to write because the condition is y is equal to minus f of x, therefore the graph is reflected over x. You have to state the reason also. Now the second one is y is equal to x power 1 by 3 plus 1. Okay, it is in the format of f of x plus d. Right, f of x plus d. Then what happens? The graph is shifted 1 unit to the upwards. So the graph will be 1, minus 1, 1, and here it is minus 1. So what happens? The graph will be like this. So the graph will be like this. Is the graph of y is equal to x power 1 by 3 plus 1. Why? Because it is in the format of f of x plus d. What is f of x plus c means? It will be in the format of x plus 1 the whole power 1 by 3. But they have given f of x. This is f of x plus 1. That is f of x plus d. Therefore, the graph shifts 1 unit upwards. Okay. Now the third subdivision. What happens to the third subdivision? What's the question they have given in the third? See, the third subdivision is y is equal to x power 1 by 3 minus 1. See here, what is x power 1 by 3? That is f of x minus 1. It is in the format of f of x minus d. What happens? The curve shifts 1 unit downwards. Minus 1 and this is 1. So the curve will be like this. This is the graph of y is equal to x power 1 by 3 minus 1. Since it is in the format of f of x minus d, the curve shifts 1 unit downwards. Okay, next the fourth one, fourth subdivision. What's the fourth subdivision? Y is equal to x plus 1 the whole power 1 by 3. That is f of, it is in the format of f of x plus 1. Okay, that is f of x plus c. What happens? The curve shifts 1 unit leftwards. This is minus 1 and this is 1. So 1 unit leftwards means the graph will be like this. That is y is equal to x plus 1 the whole power 1 by 3. The graph shifts 1 unit leftwards. You have to write everything in sentence. Since the graph is given in the format of f of x minus d, the graph shifts 1 unit leftwards due to the type translation. Here due to the type, the graph is in the format of f of x plus d. Therefore, the graph shifts 1 unit leftwards. You have to write that in sentences. Okay. Now, let us see the third sum. So what's the third sum? Graph the functions f of x is equal to x cube and g of x is equal to cube root of 3, cube root of x on the same coordinate plane. Find f composite j and graph it on the plane as well. Explain your results. So first we have to graph the function of f of x is equal to x cube, and next you have to graph the function of g of x is equal to cube root of x. Okay. For that, now let us take x and f of x. See here, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. What happens? Minus 2 the whole cube is minus 8. Minus 1 the whole cube is minus 1. 0 the whole cube is 0. 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 8. Okay. And for this function, x and g of x. Okay. And for this function, minus 8, minus 1, 0, 1 and 8. We are taking the same values. Okay. What happens? This is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, now we are going to draw these graphs in a graph. Okay. One, 2, 0, minus 1, minus 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. First this one. For minus 2, it is minus 8. Okay, and for minus 1 it is minus 1, and for 0, 0, 1 it is 1, and for 2 it is 8. So the graph is like this, right? So this is the graph of f of x. Now we are going to find the graph of g of x. Okay. 6, 7, 8. See here too it goes on like this. So for minus 8 the value is minus 2, and for minus 1 the value is minus 1, and for 0 the value is 0. So the graph is like this, and for 1 the value is 1, and for 2 the value is 8. So and for 8 the value is 2. So the graph is like this. This is the graph of g of x. Okay, this is the graph of f of x, and this is the graph of g of x. Now we have to find g composite f. Okay, now we have to find g composite f. Sorry, it is f composite g. F composite g of x. You can find using f of g of x. How can we find this? F of what's the value of g of x? That is cube root of x. X power 1 by 3, that is x power 1 by 3. Okay, f of x power 1 by 3. Now we have to find. See here f of x is equal to x cube. So instead of x you are going to substitute x power 1 by 3. Therefore x power 1 by 3 the whole cube. What happens? The value is x. That is f composite g of x is equal to x. Y is equal to x. This is the line. So the line is y is equal to x. So what happens? Y is equal to x means xy. For 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. It goes on like this, right? For minus 1, it is minus 1. So this is the graph. Line y is equal to x. These three only we have to draw in the graph we have drawn. Okay. Now the fourth question. So what's the first question? Write the steps to obtain the graph of the function y is equal to 3 into x minus 1 the whole square plus 5 from y is equal to x squared. Okay, we are going to write these steps. Okay, write the steps alone. See here, first draw the graph of, first what we have to do, we have to first draw the graph of y is equal to x square. From that we are going to write this. Okay, then for y is equal to x minus 1 the whole square, that is x minus 1 the whole square is, this is in the format of f of x minus c, that is move the graph. What happens? The graph moves 1 unit rightwards, 1 unit to the right. Then we will get the graph of y is equal to x minus 1 the whole square. Then you have to draw the graph of 3 into, this is normal, right? So 3 into x minus 1 the whole square is, this is in the format of, what's that? Dilation, right? So dilation, it is multiplied, right? So for y is equal to 3 into x minus 1 the whole square, what happened? You have to contract the graph towards, contract the graph towards what axis? Y axis, right? Y axis. See, if the graph of x minus 1 is like this means, then the graph of y is equal to 3 into x minus 1 is, it is contracted towards y axis. Okay, and again we got till this, and we are going to last one for y is equal to 3 into x minus 1 the whole square plus 5. It is in the format of f of x plus d. Plus d means what happens? We have to move the graph. Move the graph 1 unit upwards, right? 1 unit upwards. Then you will find the graph of the given function y is equal to 3 into x minus 1 the whole square plus 5. You have to write these steps like the construction in the geometry. You have to write the steps. Now the fifth sum. Okay, now the fifth sum. From the curve y is equal to sin x, graph the functions. What's the curve they have given? Y is equal to sin x. We know the graph of the y is equal to sin x. This is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. And here minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2 and here it is minus 2 pi. Okay, and what will be the graph? So graph is like this, right? This is the sine graph. Okay, we already know this is the sine graph. The graph is like this. So with this we are going to transform to, first one is y is equal to sine of minus 6. Y is equal to sine of minus 6 is f of minus 6. F of minus 6 is means it is reflected towards over y axis. So what happens? The graph will be like this. Right? The graph will be like this. This is the y is equal to sine of minus x graph. And again the second one is minus into sine of minus x. That is minus into sine of minus x. See, from this graph we are adding minus. That is minus f of x to this graph. So in the graph வந்து y axis la என்ன இருக்கும்? Y axis la அது வந்து reflected ஆ இருக்கும். So again what we get the answer as y is equal to sin x graph. Okay, again we get this answer as y is equal to sin x graph for the second subdivision. What's the third subdivision? Y is equal to sin pi by 2 plus x. So third question and third subdivision, y is equal to sin pi by 2 plus x means x plus pi by 2, right? So this is in the format of f of x plus c. What happens? The curve is shifted 1 unit to the left. So 1 unit to the left. Now what happens? Pi by 2, pi, minus pi by 2 and this is minus pi. So 1 unit to the left means what happens? So the graph will be like this, minus 3 pi by 2 and this is 3 pi by 2. The graph will be like this, that is y is equal to sine of x plus pi by 2. What happens? This graph is shifted 1 unit to the left. What is the 1 unit? Okay, 1 unit to the left is minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2. So minus pi by 2 la value 0 ah irukum. Okay, and then the fourth subdivision is y is equal to sine of pi by 2 minus 6. So what is sine of pi by 2 minus 6? Minus sine of, see here, this can be written as sine of minus, okay, sine of minus x minus pi by 2. So this can be written as minus sine of x minus pi by 2. So what happens? First என்ன பண்ணனும்? x minus pi by 2, sin of x minus pi by 2 க்கு நீங்க வேல்யூ வந்து first வந்து graph வரையணும். So what happens? So x minus pi by 2 ஓட வேல்யூ எப்படி இருக்கும்? Pi by 2 and this is pi and this is minus pi by 2 and this is pi. Okay, 1 unit to the right. So this is how the graph will be for sine of, this is the graph of sine of x minus pi by 2. Okay, minus sine of, that is minus f of x means what happens? Minus f of x means it is symmetric over x axis. Idile symmetric ah irukum. So symmetric over x axis means, so the graph will be like this. This is the graph of, okay, so this is the graph of sine of pi by 2 minus x. So the only thing is transformation. You have to transform according to the question they have given. Okay. Now the sixth sum. From the curve y is equal to x. What's the curve y is equal to x? Is this straight line, right? From the curve y is equal to x, you have to draw. See here. Y is equal to x. Y is equal to x means for 1 you will get 1, for 2 you will get 2. The graph will be like this. This is y is equal to x. You have to write the points. If x is equal to 1, y is equal to like this. X, y, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Like this you have to write the graph. Okay. From this, for this you have to draw. First subdivision is y is equal to minus x. Y is equal to minus x. So what will be the graph of y is equal to minus x? X is equal to -2. Y becomes minus of -2 is 2. -1, 1, 0, 0, 1. If x is 1, y is -1. If x is 2, y is -2. Right? Shall we draw here? -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. -2, 1, 2, -1 and this is -2. For -2 the value is 2. For -1 the value is 1. For 0, 0. For 1 it is 1. For 2 this is 2. The graph is like this. Okay, the graph is like this. This is y is equal to, sorry, that is for 1 the value is -1 and for 2 the value is 2. This is the, see here, this is of format. You can say this is the, it is reflected over x axis or y axis because minus x. If we substitute the x minus instead of x we substitute minus x, means the value will be y is equal to -6. Okay, the same will be if it can be reflected over x axis or it can be reflected over y axis. And the second one, now let us see the second subdivision. Okay, -1, this is -2. What's the second subdivision? Y is equal to 2 into x. Okay, y equal to 2 into x. What happens? 2 into x is -4, -2, 0, 2 and 4. Okay. For -2 the value is -4. -1 the value is -2. For 0, 0. 1 it is 2 and for 2 it is 4. Graph is like this. Okay, that is it is slightly moved towards y axis. And now the third one is, okay, you can draw another three graphs. That is third subdivision is y is equal to x plus 1. You have to find the points and you have to draw the graph. Okay, and you have to state the result, why it is, due to which type of transformation it is, the graph is moved. Okay, now fourth one is y is equal to 1/2 into x plus 1 and the fifth one is 2x plus y plus 3 is equal to 0. So this can, for here we can return as y is equal to -2x minus 3. You have to take like this. Okay, this 3 is the assignment for you. You have to mark, you have to find the points like this and you have to mark in the graph. Okay, now the seventh sum. See, seventh sum is also assignment for you. See, these 3 and seventh sum is the assignment for you. Seventh sum you have some 3 subdivision, that is also assignment for you. Okay, so the next one is eighth sum. See, from the curve, what's the curve given here? Y is equal to sin x. So from the curve you have to draw y is equal to sin of modulus x. So they have given the hint, that is sin of minus x only you have to draw, which is equal to minus sin of x. Minus sin of x. See here, what will be the graph of the sine function? The graph of the sine function is like this, right? The graph of the sine function is like this. So what we have to find? We have to find minus sin of x, that is minus f of x. Minus f of x means it is reflected over the x axis. So the graph is like this. Okay, so this is the graph of sin of modulus x. Okay, so what we have done is we didn't mark any points here, we just used the method of transformation here. Okay, So the 7th sum and the 3 subdivisions in 6th sum is the assignment for you. Complete the assignment and send it to me through the Zoho app. So with this we are completing this exercise. So thank you students. Let's meet in the next class.